Hi everybody, my name is Sunny, and I'm here with Giant Skyhawk to do a deck debate. So, Skyhawk here believes that Evil Eye is better positioned heading into the current format. I think he's a big stupid dumb pants because he clearly hasn't read all of the Gate Guardian cards. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get on into it. Skyhawk, tell me, why do you think that Evil Eye is a better deck heading into next format?
Well, first of all, I would just like to clarify my position a little bit. I don't think that it's better positioned than Gate Guardian. I know that it's positioned better than Gate Guardian.
Oh, okay.
So I would just like to make that clear. Secondly, Evil Eye is a deck that has put up results, whereas Gate Guardian has put up nothing. Absolutely nothing. Evil Eye has a Nationals top. It got top 16 at the Portugal Nationals last weekend, as well as multiple regional tops, both in Darkwing or Photon Hypernova format and in Syac format. It has a ton of very good matchup spreads. It doesn't lose too bad to the towers into Pearly. It has a lot of options for consistency. It's got lots of one-card starters. It's a very low-to-the-ground deck that builds a similar board every time, but it has access to unique sets of interaction in the form of destruction, snatch stealing, back row removal, searchable counter trap. It's got a variety of disruption. It's got lots of room for non-engine space, and most importantly, the equip spell is very funny. I think it's better positioned going into the format than Gate Guardian. Would you like to make the opposite argument?
You know, no, it's not that I'm going to make the opposite argument. It's just that I'm going to call you dumb and tell you that you're wrong.
Okay.
So,
we're ad hominem. All right, okay.
Sure. So let me tell you exactly why Gate Guardian is so well positioned here. Gate Guardian has something that Evil Eye will never have, which is a ceiling. A very high ceiling. Evil Eye may as well not even have one, because it's just non-existent. Evil Eye is put a doodle in the field with a couple spell traps backing up. What happens when you get evenly matched? I can tell you what happens when I get evenly matched. I use Gate Guardians of Wind and Water to negate it. Yeah. What happens when an Emporium comes down? I just use Gate Guardians combined to negate. And guess what? I can do the Wind and Water spell trap negate twice. Guess what? I can do the Gate Guardians combined targeted negation 3 times in a turn. 3 times. And then, if I wanted to, I can just use those to protect the rest of my combo. Because guess what? All the Gate Guardian pieces are level 7. All they do is let you enable a Kashtira engine within your deck. Or maybe you don't want to run a Kashtira engine. Maybe you want to go for more of a Pendulum engine. Guess what? You're running the Magician's Souls anyway. You can so clearly take advantage of all these supplemental engines. It just works so well with the deck to go and put up an imposing end board that your opponent cannot get through. And then when you're done, you don't have trouble finishing your opponent off because all of your guys actually have an attack stat worth mentioning. Gate Guardian is clearly the better deck. Meta results or not, the representation does not mean that Evil Eye is better.
All right, so just to get the factually incorrect stuff you said out of the way, if my deck, Evil Eye, gets evenly matched, we have this really cool searchable counter trap card called the Evil Eye Retribution that says, spell trap cards, screw you. And it does so at spell speed 3, whereas Mr. Gate Guardian does so at spell speed 2.
Okay, all right.
Making it vulnerable to disruption.
What happens when they activate the second evenly matched because you negated the activation?
yeah, we get it. Your guys got 2 spell trap negates for the niche scenarios that come up when your opponent draws 2 of their unsearchable cards.
I'm just going to tell you, based on my last regional, that if you Solemn Judgments and evenly, they have a second evenly. I'm just going to tell you that.
I think you have
based on my last regional, that happens.
I think you have a skill issue.
Okay, all right. Now we're taking it out of away from the deck.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right. Anyway, regardless of the number of evenlies we're getting hit with, the other thing is damage is not a problem for Evil Eye. Evil Eye of Selene very, very quickly gets Surzeal to 4,500 or 5,000 attack points. So in terms of dealing damage, it's not that bad. But the other thing, too, is you have access to in-engine Snatch Steal and a continuous trap card. You can just take damage from your opponent's side of the field. And you're saying a guy and a bunch of set cards? No, this is like a real mid-range deck, even, I would say, with like a slightly higher ceiling than something like Salamangreat did, where they were doing like Rage Roar with like Sunlight Wolf Pass, and if they opened Exceed, they could make Dweller. This deck very consistently ends on Surziel, which is a pop for a special summon monster at quick effect speed every turn that you've got the Evil Eye. Ashura King, which is actually an incredible rank 3 monster that hasn't seen a lot of play, but it's a monster negate with upside in the battle phase. You've got Graveyard Disruption in the form of the new level 3 monster that also serves as an extender, and you have searchable quick play back row removal that is also banished. It's a Cosmic Cyclone, searchable in engine if you control Evil Eye Selene, and if you don't have Evil Eye Selene, it's at least MST. You have Snatch Steal in the form of a continuous
I'm glad
trap.
you got your MST.
It's cosmic. It's searchable. It's literally just smashers. The card is smashers.
But speaking of, oh yeah, we shouldn't even bring up Cosmic. Cosmic is the end of your whole career. But you know what I am going to bring up is Ryoku Guardian. Ryoku Guardian, that card, you know, the one that lets me FTK my opponent because I can slice their life points in half and then go on to burn them. Yeah.
Damn, I love my gimmicky, bricky OTK tools. Those are so cool. Anyway.
FTK, brother. FTK.
Yeah.
They don't even get a turn.
Good luck FTKing in a format where every deck is playing 15 hand traps, which Evil Eye can also do. You have 18 spots for non-engine cards, 15 if you decide to play Pot of Prosperity in your deck. In a format where that is necessary due to the high ceiling combo strategies in the format, it's very good. I gotta be real with you, I feel like FTKing through a bunch of hand traps, including Mr. Droll and Lockbird, is probably not the move.
I'm just saying, if I can end the game on turn 0, what are we doing here?
I don't. Good luck doing that through Gamma Droll.
Okay, so we're back to unsearchable non-engine. We're back to that.
Yeah, that is exactly what this format is.
If you want to point out when I bring up unsearchable non-engine,
yeah, but
I'll bring it up.
I'll
point it out when you bring it up.
You play 3 copies of Evenly Matched. You play 15 copies of hand traps, where if you draw 2 of them, which your odds are very high if you're playing 15, you're likely to end your opponent's turn. It's not comparable.
How about this? What about your over-reliance on spell cards in a format that has got tons of spell card hate because of other decks? You have cards like Anti-Spell Fragrance running around. You have cards like Spell Canceller running around. What do you do against that? You lose. I mean, because your deck is bad and you should feel bad.
Not really. You've got like the monsters now that we have the new level 3 are actually pretty good in terms of like extending themselves through plays. You have access to rank 3
Are they good at getting rid
removal.
of Spell Canceller?
Yeah, actually they are. I hear Zeus is a really darn good card. Anyway, there's a ton of rank 3 options.
What's your rank 3 removal?
What?
What is your rank 3 removal? What's the removal?
Alucard, Engineer, into Zeus.
Alucard?
Alucard to out anti-spell, yeah.
Jeez. Okay, editor, cut that one from the video.
Wow. What is it? How does Gate Guardian play under that stuff? Like, I will say, Gate Guardian has to play with more bricks.
Combo.
You're really telling me you're playing Sangha of the Thunder?
You know what you do with bricks? You build a house. You build a house. That's what you do with bricks.
Yeah, and your house is full of a guy that goes, haha, oops, here's Lava Golem, idiot. Now you have nothing except for
okay, Mr.
Jirai
N board
Gumo.
of Zerziel and Ashura King. Sure. Tell me about Lava Golem.
Yeah.
And you know what happens if you get Lava Golem? All your equip spells just fall off and go to the graveyard. And then I end the game immediately.
Do you not know what these cards do?
No, I don't know. These cards do because they're bad.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, they literally just... So, they fall off, right? You pay 1k, you banish an Evil Eye spell trap, and you just get the equip spell back.
Sure, sure. So how many of those are you going to have to pay a K for?
One.
I mean, just one? So you can recur a single card?
Every turn, yeah. And then if you activate a monster effect...
That's the point. You don't get another turn because your deck is bad.
I don't know. Oh, we got lots of one-card recovery options now that repos and the other kind of thing. What does Gate Guardian do for recovery? Cry? Like...
No. It puts up more than 2 monsters.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I've got one more big monster in my... I'm playing a monster combo deck in a format where everybody is... I don't understand why you want to play a monster combo deck in a format where everybody is trying to do monster combo format. Like, why would you just play a worse monster combo deck?
Because a combo deck has an inherently higher ceiling, and that makes the deck better.
The ceiling sucks if people are playing cards that beat the ceiling and not the floor. Like, I would much rather have a floor in a format where people are playing board breakers in the side deck and hand traps in the main.
And I would rather have a deck that has a chance to play through Interruption and actually be able to continue my strategy.
Well, in a droll format, that's very interesting to do because I would rather be able to have a higher chance to hard draw actual disruption that I can play under Droll and Lockbird rather than I would have to deal with, like, you know, passing. So I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on this one.
The answer is just to not pass. Be better than that.
I guess it's a skill issue.
Use your spell traps to set up your pieces in the spell and trap zone. That way you can fuse and make your Gate Guardians.
Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to Jizukiro your Wind and Water, and I'm going to activate Wakaushi. Response?
And we're back to all of the non-engine unsearchable
No. This card is searchable and super heavy. You can't say it's not searchable. This card is searchable. It literally is a searchable out of your whole board.
You have to play the game to search it.
Yeah, you just use the rest of your hand to play.
So what are you gonna do when the rest of your hand gets negated by, again, Appaloosa, Wind and Water, and Gate Guardians combined? What are you gonna do when all gets negated?
You do not have the gas to make Appaloosa through a hand trap. I refuse to believe that is the case.
You absolutely do. The deck is only not a top-tier strategy because of a lack of representation.
Right, yes. And we're going to convince a lot of people to jump ship from Sprite to Gate Guardian. I don't think that's going to happen.
It's not my fault that they're sheep.
Well, listen, if you would like to be sheep and you want to join the cult of the Evil Eye of Selene...
Are you a sheep?
I literally am. I have been brainwashed by the cult of Evil Eye of Selene. And I am at the domain.
Listen, sheeple, this is what they want from you. They want you to commit to more spell cards in your main deck.
Join the anti-meta sheep. Evil Eye.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's bad when you're chanting Evil Eye as a meta sheep strategy.
Yes.
It's really bad.
I'm literally arguing that it is a meta sheep strategy.
Oh, you see 3 tops, and all of a sudden you're meta. Ooh.
I got 3 rings. You got 0. I got that.
Because of a lack of representation. The deck is so hard. The deck is so hard to play that people just give up because it's so good that they just can't comprehend it in their brains. Gate Guardian is the best deck.
Sonny has reverted into preacher mode, and this is how you know he's lost the argument. But this is all he's got. Anyway, to sum up my argument, play Evil Eye. It has varied disruption. Gate Guardian is not good and
very
cannot play through interruption.
It also has very disruption.
Evil
Eye also cannot play through interruption.
Yeah. So Prey of the Jirai Gumo is not a better card than Evil Eye Retribution. I'm sorry. We're not making this argument.
The beautiful part about Gate Guardian is that I can play non-engine extenders.
Oh, what? But why would you play the extenders when Droll is in the format?
To build a more menacing end board.
Yeah, which loses to cards that everybody is siding. Like Dark Ruler and Hand Traps.
Siding, but I win game 1. And then I've only got to get 1 of the back 2.
That is a incredible statement. I do not have the brain power to unpack at this
Gate
exact
Guardian
moment.
is a much better equipped deck than you're giving it credit for.
In formats where you are deciding that you have to high roll game 1, and you are just going to say, like, I am going to win the dice roll, right?
No. Here's the thing. If I win the dice
Guardian
roll, I
is-
build a combo board that they can't break. If I lose the die roll, I OTK them through anything they do.
Right, yeah, and then when you like try to fusion summon, they go negate, and you go.
Guess what? These guys are all
dang,
3,000
I'm dead."
plus. They're freaking huge.
You're not getting them on the
Huge.
board. You're not.
As someone who is a large individual, you should understand the advantage that you get from being big.
Large individual. I'm 6'5". I
Yeah.
stand a full half foot taller than you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. As someone who is a large individual, you should understand the advantage that you get from being bigger than everybody.
Yeah, and that's what Evil Eye of Selene does. It juices up my guys so that they're just as big as me.
No. You're missing the point. If you
Praise
play Gate
the
Guardian,
evil
then
eye
all of your guys are
Selene.
already huge.
Anyway.
You're a crazy person.
Uh,
If you would play Gate Guardian, you can see the advantages of. You can see the gains. The gains. Guess what? Gate Guardian pieces, they can't fit through doors. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Listen, just because Don Juan is an honorary member of the archetype, bless his soul, that does not mean that it's a better deck than Evil Eye. And I would like to say, if you join the Evil Eye, you may find a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and a sense of satisfaction when you steal your opponent's most powerful monster.
You'll find a sense of community and a sense of satisfaction getting angry that Spell Canceller isn't banned.
I mean, that card should be banned, but that's not relevant here. I mean,
I think it's really relevant when the most problematic floodgate in the format ends your whole career.
Cool. Anyway, normal summon Cerziel, add Basilisk, special Basilisk, add the new level 3.
Whoa. You
special
can't add all
level
these things
3.
under Droll, remember?
Huh?
You can't add all these things under Droll. You said Droll is a problem.
Yeah, I'll just draw them.
You just said add.
Yeah, but you didn't
Can't
say
keep
my
adding, brother.
you didn't say my opponent had activated Droll.
They did after the first add.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, I'll just set my disruption and pass.
That's not enough. You're dead now.
Okay,
You're dead
cool.
now.
And what does your deck
Got
do
too
under?
big.
What does your deck do under Droll? Nothing. I at least have an option, so that in game states where my opponent's board is more mediocre, if I find myself under Droll, I can claw back into the game. You can't.
Guess what? I can activate Labyrinth Wall Shadow from the deck.
Oh, you activated from the deck. I can go get Evil Eye of Selene from the deck.
And then I can place my pieces face up in the spell trap zone from the deck.
My face-up pieces in the spell trap
Fuse
zone
them
that
away.
do so much. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they fuse away into a Gate Guardians combined, who's got 3,700 attack points.
Yeah, and then you just brush them off.
He's huge.
Is it?
Huge.
That's.
Anyway, thank you all, everybody, for joining us in today's first episode of the Deck Debate. So, of course, be sure to let us know what decks you want to see in the future, and be sure to let us know what we're debating. And also, obviously, let us know who won in the comments or on Twitter. Thanks. Have a great one.
Join the cult. Join the cult.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Top cut, welcome to the top cut. Top cut, welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut.